الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. مدد يا رسول، مدد يا سادات الأصحاب، مدد يا مشايخنا الدستور، وإن شاء الله فاز أحسن إن شاء محمد الفعل مدد طريقتنا والصحبة والخير في الجمعية، فلا تتبعوا السبل فتفرقوا عن سبيله. صدق الله العظيم. Allah Azze ve Celle buyuruyor, doğru yoldan ayrılmayın.
Allah Almighty says, do not deviate or do not go astray from the right way.
Doğru yoldan ayrılırsanız bir hayli yol çıkar.
If you leave the right way, you will encounter many different ways.
Hangisi doğru, hangisi?
You will face many different ways and you will no longer know which one is right, which one is wrong.
Yaramaz bilmezsiniz.
And you will no longer know which one is useful, which one is harmful.
Yoldan çıkmış olursunuz.
And you will then have lost your way.
Yol Allah yoludur. Allah Azze ve Celle'nin yoludur.
The way to follow is the way of Allah Almighty.
Peygamber Efendimizin yoludur.
The way to follow is the way of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him.
O rehberimiz Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem.
He, our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, is our guide.
Onun yolundan gitmemiz için Allah'a şükür alimler, meşayih, evliya, sahabeler, ehl-i beyt hepsinin.
And in order to follow the way of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, Allah Almighty has sent us His truthful scholars, His awliya, His mashayikh, the Sahaba, the Ahlul Bayt.
Yolundan gitmemiz için Allah öğüt veriyor.
And it is through them that we learn how to follow the way of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. And it is through them that Allah Almighty teaches us the way to follow.
Onlar yolu, doğru yol onlardır.
They represent the right way.
Tek yol onlardır.
They are the only way.
Onun dışına çıkmayın.
Do not go astray. Do not leave that way.
Kafanıza göre iş yapmayın.
Do not make up your own way based on your own likings.
Yapabildiğimiz kadar bu yolda devam edelim.
We must follow this way as much as we can.
Bu yolu beğenmedik, başka yola gidelim derseniz,
you must not say, I don't like this way, let me come up with a different way.
Hak yoldan çıkmış olursunuz.
That moment you will have left the right way.
Hak yoldan çıkan helak olur.
And the one who leaves the way of the truth will in the end ruin himself and get destroyed.
Hak yol Allah Azze ve Celle'nin gösterdiği ümmete.
The way of the truth is the way as shown by Allah Almighty.
Öğrensin diye peygamberler gönderdi. Peygamberden sonra.
And in order to show people the right way, Allah Almighty has sent His prophets and messengers to teach people.
Sahabeler.
After the prophets, Allah Almighty sent the companions of the prophets.
Meşayihler, alimler, ulemalar.
Then there are the mashayikh, there are the truthful scholars, the ulama.
Onların yolundan gidemek necat, kurtuluş demektir.
And to follow the way as shown by them is the way that leads to salvation.
Öteki yoldan çıkmak helaktır.
If you leave that way of salvation, you will enter a way of destruction.
Şimdi tabii insan oğlu yapabildiği kadar yapması lazım.
People need to do as much as they can.
Yapamadığımız bunu Allah affetsin der.
And if there are things which we are unable to do, we should ask Allah Almighty for forgiveness for those things which we could not do.
İnat edip de yok, ben bunu daha münasip gördüm dersen, o vakit büyük bir hataya girmiş olursun, günaha girmiş olursun.
However, you should never commit that major mistake, that major sin, that major error of saying that those things which you were unable to do, to say and to insist that they are not right, and to insist that I come up with something else and to make up new things. But you must accept your own shortcoming, and you must not deny your own shortcoming, and you must not come up with something new for those things which you were unable to do, but you must accept that you were unable to do it.
Yapabildiğiniz kadar yaparız. Allah affetsin diye. Öteki türlü
Do as much as you can, and if there are things which you cannot do not deny them, but accept them and say, I was unable to do, and ask Allah Almighty for forgiveness.
insan doğrudan nefsine uymuş oluyor. Nefsinin istediğini yapmış oluyor.
Do not deny those things. Do not follow your ego, because if you follow your ego, you will obey your ego.
Onun yolundan gitmiş oluyor.
And then you will, instead of following the way of Allah Almighty, will follow the way of your ego.
Yoldan çıkmış oluyor.
And that is the moment when you will have left the right way.
Onun için bu şeye dikkat etmek lazım ki fikrin kolay değil fetva vermek.
It is not easy to make a fatwa, to make a decision which is binding from a religious perspective, and it is not up to you to make up such claims.
Yeni yolda gitmek
And it is not up to you to make up a new way.
kolay değil. Onun için var olan yollar değil, yol tektir.
You must follow the way that exists, that there are not many ways. There is the one right way, which already exists, which you need to follow, and it is not up to you to make up a new way.
Onun üzerine yürüyeceksin ki kazanca cennete ulaşasın.
Follow the right way, which already exists, that one way which will lead you to paradise.
Öteki türlü dediğimiz gibi helak olur insan.
And if you leave that way, you will have led yourself to destruction.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Şeytan şerrinden, nefsin şerrinden.
May Allah Almighty protect us from the evil of shaitan and the ego.
Bunlar büyük şer.